Hello everybody and welcome to your reading. This reading is to give you some insight as to what the universe is aligning for you starting now out to 3 months from now. And the runes are going to be the main focus of the message for the reading. So go ahead and look at all the runes there to choose from and decide which one is calling your name and hold your messages. We have the witch runes, the scarab runes, the animal runes, and then the bone runes. I will start with the witch runes, so if you were drawn to the other runes, go to the timestamps below. Hello everybody, so let's see what the witch runes have to say, and I'm going to pull some tarot and some oracle, but we're going to start with the witch runes, so I'm going to shuffle them all around in here. What is coming for you? What is the universe aligning and unfolding for you over the next 3 months? All right. Let's see. We've got 5 and we've got 6. And this is our starter. Okay, so we have the ring. So this is things that are connecting, circumstances that are connected to each other. And now we have taking flight. So there's movement into a lovely harvest for you. And next we have the moon. And this is all about cycles, things coming into completion, things connecting as above, so below. And this is the man, masculine energy involved with this, which could very much indicate that you are a man. There's a man involved in what's up ahead for you, or with the masculine energy, solar plexus, where you're really manifesting, feeling quite empowered. And then you have the scythe here, which is, you know, things ending, something being cut off, cut out of your life. So these are the main runes for your reading that have the message. And with the rings here, everything that's full, and I love it because, you know, I said between now and out to 3 months, and look at, you've got 3 rings. So this is definitely an unfolding process over the next 3 months where energies are really going to start taking off for you. All right. Something you've been working on, something you've been hoping to manifest. Some of you, this very well could be around a relationship, whether you are male or female, and there's finally some movement, some action. However, with the scythe here, there is some energy that you have to cut off, cut out of your life. And this could be, you know, let's go to the relationship aspect first. Some of you, if you're still hung up on an ex or pining for an ex, this may be a very good time to say, you know what, I'm going to set that energy aside. It's over for now, and I'm going to see what Spirit is trying to bring to me in the present and lead me into my future, and just see what happens, because there's a need to let go of some old energy, old relationship, old circumstances, maybe come into some healing, because you have a beautiful harvest that is trying to unfold. So over these next 3 months, literally, it's like here as you watch this reading, I'm recording it in April, but you know, you could watch this at any time. So the month, your starting point in which you watch this, energy is really starting to shift and change for you. All right. And then there's a lot of movement. You feel empowered. You feel like there's some magic, like the universe has your back, and miracles and magic are just as available to you as they are to anybody else. And then, you know, here in the 3rd month, we have this beautiful harvest, which allows you also, some of you, to let go of some circumstances and situations. So those of you where this is not around like a new romance coming in, what you're creating for yourself, what you're doing for yourself, your movement forward, the momentum behind your back is allowing you to really come into a nice harvest, manifest, complete your goal, reach the finish line, which allows you to walk away or cut a lot of unnecessary things out of your life that you do want to get rid of. So let's pull some tarot. And I'm recording this on Easter, so happy Easter to all of you who celebrate. And with that, it looks like for many of you, there's a very spiritual and sacred element and aspect to this day that I'm actually recording. So April 12th, if you're watching this beyond April 12th, you know what was going on Easter for you. There was a download that a spirit was with you, trying to activate you, bring you information, bring you understanding, because the Hermit jumped out just as I was wishing you all happy Easter. So pay attention to all the insights, intuitive promptings, your dreams, signs, synchronicities going on around you, starting April 12th all the way through to the end of April. And if you're watching this video beyond April, remember back to this time frame, because it's quite significant for what's happening, what's manifesting for you. All right, so if I could grab these. Oh, okay, there we go. It's hard on the wooden surface. And I do have some nails, but not much. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, feeling restrictive, not seeing the future ahead, but things are now in motion for you. Next is the Ace of Swords. There you go. This is that solar plexus, that manifestation, that drive, ambition, feeling empowered, and finally movement. So with the Ace of Swords, new ideas, conversation. Those of you that this is around romance, this is a new meeting with somebody. So yeah, if this is like you have this old flame in your heart, push that aside for now, because there is something new coming in that is going to be very exciting for you. Next, we have the Six of Swords. So here in the third month, moving on to bigger and better things. Your mind is very eased. You're leaving a lot of heavy, troubled energy in the past, and you're looking forward to the future. Now, to clarify further, we have the Hanged Man. So as you watch this reading, when you come to this reading, you feel very restricted. You have a lot of uncertainty about the future, what is ahead for you, different goals, maybe some of you, your financial situation, and others of you, obviously, this is about romance. And you know, the first month in which you watch this, things are being set in motion behind the scenes for you. So very important, especially with the moon, for you to focus on the things that you truly do desire to happen for you, and focus there in the good. Don't get caught up in what's missing, what's not happening, what you were cheated out of. It's time to let those lower vibrational energies go. Focus in the now, and you become very empowered, and your spark and excitement returns to you. So initially you are feeling very restricted coming into this reading, but it's going to change. The universe is aligning things for you. And look at that. You have the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Wands coming out right here under where things start to take off and pick up for you. So that is positive. Two aces, so it is new energy, new beginnings, new relationships, doors opening for you, unseen opportunities showing up and aligning into your life, where originally you have no concept of that with the Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords. And then lastly, we have the Magician, and that's coming out right here, and the things that we need to let go of and allow the harvest. So with the harvest, there is an element of magic to it with the Magician coming through. And let's see, so you have two major arcanas, two aces, and then two swords energy, going from the Eight of Swords, feeling very restricted, unsure, weary, a lot of worry and concern about the future, or just feeling very much alone, like you're never gonna you know, connect to somebody and fall in love and have it actually transform into deeper and more significant connection, like really grow roots, like you've grown quite weary that that's not going to happen for you. So let's pull some coming in. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, feeling very restricted. Some of you really worried about money, resources, what's up ahead. And then we end with the Four of Swords. Okay, so 4 and 4. I love the synchronicity of this reading. Two aces, two major arcanas, two swords, and now two fours, where we go from restriction, not enough, lackful energy, feeling alone, feeling unsupported, to finally, as things manifest and evolve, evolve for you, coming into this place of feeling like I can rest. Your mind is really at ease. You are in a good place 3 months from the point in which you watch this video. So let's just pull some oracle to do a quick past, present, future view of this energy. Okay, in the past we have the Wizard, spiritual impeccability. So there's a lot that's going on behind the scenes. You've got the Magician and the Wizard coming through in this reading. So there is a lot of magic within you. You have a strong manifestational powers. Some of you are intercessors. You have a strong connection to the angelic realm when you pray for yourself and for others. Okay, so utilize the power of your prayer. Utilize the power of your mind and your imagination and believing in yourself, and really immersing yourself in the energies of belief and success. And I will. Spirit, show me the way. What do I need to do? What will it take? What do I need to shift in my belief system? What patterns of behavior do I need to adjust or maybe get rid of entirely? And from the start of this reading, 3 months from now, you're going to have all the answers to those questions, and you're going to be able to break yourself free and cut yourself free from things that you feel hold you back, hinder you, were hurting you, were harming you, or you could just feel like you finally made it, like everything's going to be okay. You're being cut free from a very negative, painful past set of circumstances. In the present, we have the Sword, aspiration. So you've got the Ace of Swords, and now you've got the Sword coming through in this reading. For me, Archangel Michael is knocking on your door saying, please, please, let me in. Let me bring you truth. Let me bring you clarity. Let me help break you free from this restriction. Because look at, as you come into this reading, do you see what's depicted on both of these pictures? The blindfold, feeling restricted, feeling hindered, feeling held back, not really having much imagination or hope for the future, not seeing opportunities, not seeing how things are going to evolve and align for you. And they are. You've got to just really trust the process and immerse yourself all the way into the outcome that you so desire. Archangel Michael bringing you into that truth, wanting to walk with you, wanting to empower you. You've got the 2 aces here with movement, and then the solar plexus chakra, the male energy coming through to really firmly root you in your foundation and fill your mind with belief and determination and ambition, and know you will get there. You will achieve what it is that you desire for yourself. And you know, those of you that this is where you're really seeking a romance, I'm telling you, you've got to let the past go and let the new energy come in. I mean, ace, ace, ace. And in the future, we have nemesis and lessons. So you are learning a lot through your current circumstances, and it's allowing you to achieve certain life lessons, certain spiritual lessons that you wanted to acquire this life journey. And, you know, by the end of 3 months, you are standing in a really good position. And any of those who came against you and tried to harm you, hurt you, hinder you, set you back, any of those negative energies, it's only truly has only empowered you by the course of 3 months. The way that you evolve and the way that the life experiences and circumstances transform into wisdom within you, and you're in a much better place than anybody who tried to, you know, set you back, or if this is around an ex, you know, who really hurt you. You've gained the lessons, you are moving on, you are evolving, and there is a new relationship coming in for you. So let's pull, let's start looking at some advice or just additional information that your spirit guides would like to let you know about. Okay, so prosperity, yes, your financial situation is going to improve. You've just got to trust the process. You've got to shift your mind on the possibilities and the magic. You've got the Wizard twice. You've got the Ace of Swords twice. Okay, so with the Wizard, I would say Archangel Metatron is also trying to come in, because with the Ace of Wands, that's spiritual energy. That's the action, the step forward, the spark of creation. So you got Archangel Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael coming in, trying to help you out. Call upon them, and you will see lots of evidence of their presence and their guidance in your life, leading you into prosperity, which again, you have the harvest, prosperity, and your mind being at ease in your life, feeling very comfortable. All right, now we have purity. The purity comes down to the scythe and what must be let go of, okay? Just different people, different situations. Let it go. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. You know, when we're really upset with somebody, or we're just really upset about various circumstances that we're going through, it's easy to dwell and get caught up in a loop of perpetual thinking of that, and that only lowers your vibration. It doesn't help you achieve a solution or see the light at the end of the tunnel, or see what potential lessons and strength and growth you can receive in these current heavier circumstances. And you will grow, you will prevail. You've just got to believe it. And you got Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael coming in very strong, the Wizard and the Magician, and then 2 aces of swords. That's quite powerful. All right, so let's pull some final advice for you guys. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. There you go, for those of you that were asking about that. And we have Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So big time improvement to various connections and relationships in your life, especially around romance. But with the Mystic Star, again, really believe in yourself and your goals. And even if you can't see it in this moment, know that you can manifest it, you can achieve it. And you have 2 very powerful archangels trying to help you along in this journey. All right, so those are your messages about what the universe is aligning for you with the Witch Runes. I hope that this has helped, and I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Blessed be. Hello there. So let's get right into your reading. Those of you that felt drawn into the Scarab Runes, let's see what the universe is aligning for you guys over the course of the next 3 months. Okay, let's see. Do we have 6? Yes, we do. We have an extra, so you guys get an extra. All right, let me just get them sorted, and then I will show each one of them to the camera up close so that you can see. All right, so you guys have a little extra. We're just going to put that one at the top. Okay, so the basis of what's going to unfold for you guys over the next 3 months is you are having a profound awakening. This could be spiritual. This could be about certain relationships in your life. This could be about yourself and your future, and different ways that you waste your energy or procrastinate. But the head of this entire message for you is there is a deep, deep spiritual awakening that's taking place in you, starting now when you watch this reading over the course of the next 3 months. And that would make sense because the first rune out for you guys is the Lotus, and this is, you know, spiritual gifts, spiritual softness and gentleness, as well as spiritual awakening. And what sits right next to the Lotus is Bast, which this is about passion and sexuality and, you know, our connections with other people, as well as celebration. But there's an element of sacred sexuality that is attached to this rune. So with that coming right out, right like beneath the awakening and then the Lotus, when it comes to your romances, whether you're single, you're in a complicated situation, you're separated, or you are in union with somebody, you're really going to start having a big shift in what you desire, what you want in a partner. So expect that over the next 3 months, you may find that you are really changing your mind about things, because next is the Scarab, which is all about sacred knowledge. Okay, so there is a beautiful awakening taking place in your soul about who you are, where you're headed, what you want for your life, your relationships, especially your romantic relationships. And now we have, sorry, the Crux and Frail, which is about separation for soul retrieval. Okay, so there are certain connections that you're really going to push out of your life because it's no longer in alignment with who you are. And you have the Jackal, which is an underworld journey. Some of you going through, dark night of the soul. And, this is right here, the shadow, ulterior motives. So anybody in your life that is shady, is operating from lower vibrational energies, is doesn't have your highest intentions in mind, like they're very selfishly motivated. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a romantic partner, it could be coworkers. It doesn't really matter. It's like the main emphasis of what's coming out for you guys is around relationships and a profound awakening happening within you. And anybody who is not doing you right, you're gonna push away. And anybody who is dishonest, you're gonna feel those deceptive energies. You're going to see right through them. And others of you, this is about you being on this beautiful journey of awakening and self-realization, spiritual gifts activating and coming into focus for you, and also a deep sense of seeking more soul-based connections in your life, somebody who can meet you on the same level for where you're at in your spiritual awakening and your journey. And some of you have been going through dark night of the soul with the Jackal sitting here, and it's a process. And those of you who are meant to evolve in big ways this lifetime, and you have spiritual gifts and you are a wise old soul, you will go through a dark night of the soul journey, and you'll have, other many dark nights in the future as you grow and evolve and expand, so that you can come into more wisdom. You can activate your spiritual gifts even further than they already are. So with the Scarabs, it's very spiritually based, and it's all around relationships, and that also goes into the relationship with yourself and the relationship you hold with spirit. So if there's a lot of things in your life that you're very unhappy with, like relationships, different circumstances, instead of looking outwardly, spirit's saying go within, connect with me, and see why these things are playing out the way they are, because our external is a reflection of our internal. And if you're feeling really bad, you don't feel like you matter, you feel like you're taken advantage of, that's going to be reflected to you in your external reality. And the truth at the end of the day is you are a very special, unique, and divine soul, and you need to know that. And Spirit wants to awaken you to the truth of who you are, what you are, your divinity, what you deserve, and what you should not tolerate from other people. So let's pull some tarot and dig a little deeper. Okay, so we have the Chariot. You definitely will find your greatest victory and ultimate empowerment through this awakening that's taking place starting now when you watch this reading over the course of the next 3 months. And now we have the Five of Pentacles. So what is selfish, what takes from you more than it gives from you, it needs to go. What rejects you, what makes you feel small. Some of you who are really worried around like finances and abundance, this awakening and self-awareness will really help that energy improve in your life. And lastly, we have the Six of Swords. So you are moving on to bigger and better, especially in the mental body, and you can look at this, when you're watching this reading, the next month, and then the third month to follow that. So you're moving through heavy energy, but you are guaranteed some victory. Now let's pull some for the bottom. Yep, we've got the Fool. So it's time for brand new energy to come into your life. There's definitely some new relationships that are going to be coming in for you that are much more spiritually based than they have been in the past. All right, I see that because we have the Chariot with the Fool sitting on the Lotus and the Crux and Frail. And so it is time for you to be separated from that which does not honor you and serve you, to create the space for the energy that will meet you in that spiritual place, that will honor you for just you being who you are. It's not about what you have, what you look like, your status, none of that. It's a true soul bond. And some of you, this is romance, and some of you, this is absolutely like friend or soul companion type of connections that you need in your life. And when here we have the Eight of Wands, and this is just talking about the fast acceleration of the awakening. And the more that you focus inward, connect to spirit, and see your true energy, you know, and your energy is created by what's being played out in your mental body and your emotional body. So if you have a lot of worrisome thoughts, a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of lower vibrational emotions because of different things you've been going through, that's where you're vibrating. And they want you to recognize that, so that you realize that what's happening in that space of energy isn't an attack against you, and it isn't what you deserve. It's just where you're vibrating because you haven't, you know, reined in the emotions. There's an element of emotional maturity and learning to have a better control and grasp upon the emotional body, and realizing the richness and wealth and what it truly is and how it helps you create and manifest. So there's a big lesson of that playing out, but it's to lead you to much better circumstances, situations, as well as relationships, and big improvement to your financial sector. And now we have the Tower coming out over here. And this just is letting you know that some of the information that you find out about certain people, the realizations you come to, might shock you, but it's ultimately what will set you free. And also on the flip side of that, as you're going through this awakening and you're changing and you're transitioning and your belief system is switching, there may be people around you that are not exactly receptive. It may shock them. Okay, so an example of this is like if you're incredibly religious and you decide, you know what, religion is not my path. I know that there is creator. I connect to the angels. I know that exists, but I don't feel like this is my path. And you kind of branch off and you become more spiritual, and you connect to prime creator. You connect to the angels. You discover who and what you are in the divine sense and explore your spirituality. That may shock a lot of people and kind of put them off, but that's okay. Whatever falls away, it's not meant to go with you on your journey, and whatever you lose will always be returned to you in a new form. And 3 months from now, I just see you in a much better place, far more comfortable with who and what you are and your life journey and where you're headed. So coming into the reading, we have the Five of Swords, a lot of arguments, a lot of hurtful words have been said to you, a lot of troubled thoughts and emotions. And we end with this King of Swords right here, okay? And that's quite positive. So you go from feeling helpless and really confused and a bit overwhelmed to feeling completely empowered and having a full understanding about your life and why certain things have played out the way that they have, and having the emotional and mental strength to cut ties with certain people and situations that are really not good for you, very toxic. This is like a big time awakening of people, habits, behaviors, thoughts that are around you or a part of you that really hold you down and keep you in lower vibrational energies. And through that awareness, there's this natural change that occurs, and you rise. And as you rise, your conscious mind has more access to different ideas. Your imagination increases, your excitement for life elevates, your happiness and joy in general elevates. So Spirit really wants to help lift you up, and so that you can see the truth of certain people and situations and no longer hold guilt or remorse or feel obligated to anybody but yourself. Like, you have to live your life, you walk your life journey, nobody else. So it's good to be kind, empathetic, compassionate, sharing, and caring. But you've always got to make sure that you are okay. You've got to have your back first. And if you're good, then you are in a good position to help other people. But you also have to have the discernment of the lost causes, the people who are just leeches and mooches. And they go from person to person, getting the most they can out of any situation, opposed to people who have truly hit a low period and hard time in their life and just need a little bit of help and compassion and understanding. There's a big difference, and sometimes it's hard to spot that. So you're also getting some activation in your discernment. All right, let's pull some oracle and look at past, present, future. So the past, where you're at now as you come in the reading, and this King of Swords energy that you are turning into. All right, so the two that jumped out past is the Alchemist, Wisdom Keeper, Grandmother. Okay, you are a very wise old soul, my friend. You are spiritually gifted and talented. You need to believe in your intuition, your intuitive promptings. You need to connect with your spirit guides, the angelic realm, and really allow yourself to branch off and expand outwardly, because I don't feel that those of you drawn into this particular rune set are meant to have the normal 3D experience, this life journey. You are meant to dig into the mysteries of life. You are meant to question the system and the current state of things. You're meant to really expand your consciousness into all these new facets of understanding, beliefs, ancient wisdom, and the rabbit hole is never ending. I mean, you can think, okay, when you've seen a lot, you think, okay, I've seen it all. No, I've been there. And Spirit will always throw a morsel on your path and say, nibble on this and see where this takes you. That's your life, your whole life, okay? Especially after this major event of awakening and really seeing things for what they are, you can never go back. It's like you're spiritual from that moment forward. Once that third eye is turned on, you can't, you can't cover it up with your hands. It's just there. You see the truth, and that will really help you with a lot of discernment. So it's time to learn and tap into the spiritual side of yourself and see how far you can go. Some of you have spiritual gifts and talents that you're not fully aware of, and it's time to awaken to them. All right, and this is your sign of that, your confirmation of that. You're the alchemist. There's great magic that exists within you. In the present, we have star consciousness, and that just speaks for itself. That's what's happening. You're having this awakening, and some of you, there's this dark night of the soul journey that's attached to it, because there's certain things that need to be shed, but you're meant to have really solid connections, and anything that's less than that is not worth your time. It keeps you distracted, it keeps you confused, and it prevents your spiritual awakening, your spiritual evolution that you signed up for this life journey. And you are meant to teach and activate and awaken others. There's no question with this reading I see. And in the future, what do we have here? Sacred archeal path element of earth, and it's the pyramid. So you are meant to come into great manifestations. If you've been worried about finances, money, abundance, it's all about your energy. And a long time ago, I didn't used to believe that either, and I spent years working on my thoughts and my vibration around money and finances. I used to really dislike money and think it was bad and all these things, and I didn't have a whole lot of it. It was hard to come by at that time. And as I worked on that relationship, still being broke, still struggling, working to think that it could change for me, and the universe has endless opportunities of chances of abundance, of money, of making money, side hustles, different jobs. The more I worked on that, and again, it took me a couple years. Okay, it's for some people it's a quick process. For me, no, it wasn't. And you guys, every one of you that's watching this, you are meant to live a life of abundance. And I'll tell you now, I don't worry about abundance at all. I don't think about it. I'm just in a good place about it. And that I had to get there while I still had no money. And that's the hard part. And once I achieved that, it started coming in a little bit more, a little bit more. And then as you see the evidence of the improvement within yourself and the energy that you're projecting out to the universe, it just keeps you motivated and you climb higher and higher and higher. So you guys are meant to have a beautiful life of luxury, of abundance, of being comfortable. And there is no shame in that. There is no shame in that. Okay. And those of you who have spiritual gifts, there is no shame in exchanging your gift for money, monetary value. You know, you don't go to your doctor and expect them to treat you for free, right? I mean, you don't. You don't expect somebody to wash your car for free. It doesn't work that way. When you have a spiritual gift, you've spent lifetimes mastering that gift to the point where you've earned the rights of passage to earn income from that gift. You are giving your energy out every time you give a reading, every time you give a Reiki healing. Whatever your gift is, you're giving your energy out to somebody. Therefore, you deserve to be compensated in return. And that's goes into your relationships with people. You do not need to be this endless, selfless giving machine or vessel. You know, no, it doesn't work that way. Always give and share, but never give beyond your capacity, or it keeps you in those lower vibrational energies, and you're trying to get out of those vibrational energies so that you do have a very nice, steady stream of abundance coming into your reality. Because again, I do see there's some worry, and Spirit's like, you don't need to worry. You just need to believe, shift your mind, and start the journey forward. You are meant to have abundance for sure. All right. Let's just pull, woo! Okay, that one jumped right out. I was going to just pull two kind of advice as we move forward into the future, and that jumped way over here, so I got to get out of my chair. Okay. Nice. You have a change card. This is water energy, and water is all about letting you know new beginnings are at hand. Change is infinite, and this is overcoming a lot of difficulties, this card right here. So this is advice, you know, from Spirit, from the universe. Like, you are going to overcome these challenges, and it comes about through the spiritual awakening and this purging and shedding. And next we have a power card, and we have Beset, and you guys have her twice coming through. So big time about you know, different relationships in your life that need to be addressed, that you need to see from a different perspective, okay? And this is like moving into harmony and love. So you go from difficulties in connections and not having enough to very solid connections that are soul to soul, that honor you and support you. And as you love and honor yourself more and more, and tell yourself every single day what you do is good enough. You can only do so much. And if you're trying and you're putting one foot in front of the other every single day, and you're keeping yourself focused and you're not giving up, you are doing the best you can. And that needs to be enough for you. And as you keep moving forward, I'm telling you, things are really going to change. You are meant for strong, solid, healthy, loving, supportive relationships. And you are meant to have so much abundance, star consciousness. You are a very old soul. All right, let's foolishness. You are worried that by letting go of your frustration, those who are responsible will perceive they have won. Well, they have won, because the only one suffering is you. Ooh, Spirit is saying, don't hold on to anger, frustration, rage, resentment, because that makes you lose. That was crazy that that just fell out based off this whole message. So let's pull you some advice. Joy. Lighten up, find that hidden inner child and have a play date. Laugh, be silly, dance, and sing. It's time to have fun again. Yes, it is. And next is calm. Breathe, heal your tired body, and allow your spirit to find peace. Without harmony, your healing journey will take much longer. So those are beautiful messages coming in for advice after everything that's come through already. You are something special. Oh my gosh, know it. Go through this process. Connect with the archangels. Connect with spirit. You are meant to have a good, happy life. You are special, and you have a gift that you are meant to share with this world. And over the next 3 months, spirit is aligning things to help you come into that understanding and see it for yourself. Okay, so those are your messages. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care. Hello there. So let's get right into your reading with the animal runes and see what the universe is aligning for you over these next 3 months. All right, do we have 6? No, 2 more. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? We have the frog with fertility, pursue and hunting, spirit vision with the eagle, and we'll go into this more once I show them all to you. Inner voice with the bear, sexuality with the bee, and change, metamorphosis. All right, first of all, with the bear and the inner voice coming through, as well as the eagle with spirit vision, there is going to be a major change within your consciousness over these next 3 months. And it has a lot to do with relationships, as well as, you know, different things about yourself that hinder you from moving forward, because we have fertility and then we have sexuality coming through, and then the inner vision and the spirit vision. Okay, so our inner voice and spirit vision, so those are synchronistic and these are synchronistic. And now what do we have? Pursue and hunting, and what entails in that is major change, metamorphosis, transformation. So you and the way you see yourself is drastically changing here, and there is a sense of personal empowerment that is coming over you as well, where you're not going to put up with certain relationships. And there was a similar message in the scarab reading. So if you were kind of stuck between the scarab and the animal and you came to the animal, that's why, because there's similar message coming through in both. This is a little bit different from that one. That one was super spiritual, but this is you really becoming empowered and seeing people for who and what they are, and their BS, their lies, their falsity, their shortcomings no longer hidden from you. And that has a lot to do with the different planetary alignments we have going on. We're about to go into retrograde season here as we get closer to May, and then we kick off eclipse season. So I'm not surprised to see over the next 3 months for you, you're having a drastic change in consciousness about your relationships, but also about what is possible for you, getting very serious about life in a different way, where you were kind of maybe just going with life, seeing what comes your way, but this is a whole different approach to life, where I'm going to make this happen for myself, because we have the fertility with the inner voice pairing up here. So there is a lot of potential inside of you. The best is yet to come. You have not reached your peak. You have not reached the best that you can possibly have happen for you, or achieve, or experience in this lifetime. Know that the best is yet to come. And inner voice, bear, is trying to tell you that your intuition, your intuitive promptings, the signs and synchronicities around you are undeniable. They're trying to propel you in a certain direction, and that direction is to really believe in yourself and just go with it and see what could happen. And any sort of patterns or behavior or habits that you have that hold you back, you're going to have the personal empowerment to really break through and push farther than you ever have before, and run longer than you've ever had the energy to do before. This is so beautiful. It's like you're being filled back up through this awakening that's taking place. And it's really strong around your relationships as well as what you believe you yourself can achieve in this lifetime. And the eagle with spirit vision, you have a spirit guide working very, very closely with you right now to help and make sure this change happens on this life journey, because you signed up for it at a soul level. You wanted this to happen at this point. Regardless of when you're watching this reading, you're at the beginning, you're stepping through the doorway, and over the course of the next 3 months, this is the energy that is unfolding for you. So let's pull some tarot and go deeper into this message. So we have the 7 of the winged ones, which would be the 7 of swords, the magpie, proper use of secret knowledge. Ooh, so yeah, you are having a lovely awakening. And with the 7 of swords, again, you're seeing how you hold yourself back, how you self-sabotage, as well as seeing the true energy around others. And, you know, sometimes people don't have bad intentions for you, but their energy is just crap, and close association keeps you in those lower vibrational energies. Next is the king of the shapeshifters, which would be the king of cups. And this is the dragonfly. Trust in the power of the light, which is the power of yourself, as well as any moment you feel lost or confused, call upon the spirit guide that is working very, very closely with you at this time to help you achieve. Some of you, a new connection of a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, may come into your life and help facilitate this process, help you move along within this journey. Next, we have the queen of shapeshifters. Look at that. And it's a cricket, intuition and power of belief. See that your messages are just they're just repeating themselves now through the tarot, where you've got to believe in yourself, and the magic is just beginning. Your best is yet to come. And what you're picking up and sensing about certain people, you're absolutely right in that. And you need to trust yourself more, and you need to trust that inner vision more. And this spirit guide is throwing so many signs of synchronicities at you, answering certain questions that you've put out there. Just make sure that you're receptive and open to receiving it, because sometimes when we're given messages or responses that we're not hoping for, we disregard. There's just certain truths that you need to come into. A water sign could be very strongly related to helping you with this process, or this could also be awakening to a truth around a water sign. We have the male and female energy showing up in your reading here. All right, next we have the ace of the winged ones, woodpecker, unique new rhythms of success. That is what is in store for you. That is where this spirit guide is trying to take you, break you out of this old stagnant energy, propel you forward. Next is the 6 of the ancients, which would be 6 of wands, the painted turtle, faith and efforts rewarded. Yes. So you've just got to believe in yourself. Trust in the power of light. Trust in the magic of you. Trust that as you are on that journey and you set your intention and you are focused, but there's a difference here. Be focused and intentional, but be fluid, okay? Go with the flow. Pay attention to the promptings and go that way. Don't be so intentional that it has to be one particular route, or you are completely closed to it, because the way the universe aligns things for us is often very different than the way we plan. So just be very fluid in that intention, but keep moving forward, because man, you have so much energy on your side. It is time for a major breakthrough. Now we have the 8 of shapeshifters, which is the 8 of cups. And this is the ant working for the greater good. So the things that have to leave your life, certain relationships, connections, it's time. Certain behaviors, certain habits of yours, it's time. Like you are going from the caterpillar at the start, and over the course of 3 months turning into this butterfly, and just seeing things from a much, much different perspective than you have before, not putting up with crappy relationships, regardless of obligation, commitment, history. It's just you're seeing people for what they are, and it's all right to push away or put at arm's distance people that have very low vibrating energy, because, you know, in that space, you can be inspirational, you can be loving, you can be supportive. But if somebody wants to be miserable and perpetuate their misery, there is nothing you can do or say to change their mind or snap them out of it. You can only kind of put some distance and be an inspiration at afar. It's time for dreams to come true. I'm telling you, it's like I keep the best is yet to come, the best is yet to come. As we start the reading, the world. And now we have another turtle. So turtles are very significant for you. Look up the spiritual meaning of the turtle. Mother Earth and opportunities. You have the painted turtle and then the regular turtle coming through. So the world, as which starts your reading, it's time for a lot of aspects of you, of your life journey, to fall away in preparation for what's to come. And look at this. This is what's to come. This is the future. We were just talking about the butterfly, weren't we? It's the ace of shapeshifters. So you've got two aces coming through in this reading. You've got the Ace of Swords, which, you know, that's Archangel Michael all day long, bringing you into truth, giving you that personal empowerment, protecting you. And now you have the Ace of Cups, the butterfly, new love, joy, and health. This is where you are headed. This is what this is all about and meant for. So yay, congratulations to you. I'm telling you, the best is yet to come, and I love that that butterfly is what's leading you into the future. And right here, spirit vision with change and metamorphosis, I see that like who you are at the start of this reading, when you're watching it right now, is not who you are in 3 months from now. You are so empowered, very firmly grounded, very intentional, and empowered to get rid of people and situations and habits and beliefs and different behaviors that no longer serve you. You see the truth. Archangel Michael is right here with you helping. So let's pull some oracle cards and look at past, present, and future, just to, you know, kind of go a little further into this read. In the past, we have singing, and it says express your creativity, and we've got the penguins there. So, you know, relationships, soulmate relationships, very important to you, and understanding and seeing the difference between true soulmates opposed to chemical and material attraction and connection. Like, you're really seeing the difference, and that started in the past, and here we are in the present, which is the vulture, life, death, and rebirth. That is absolutely perfect and very significant based on the message that has come out in this reading so far. There you go. That's where you're at. And going into the future, we have the hummingbird, dreams and new joys within reach. Another beautiful confirmation after all the messages we've already received through your reading. I absolutely love it. You guys are so blessed. So much good is coming to you. Let's pull a couple more oracle just for further clarification or anything else Spirit would like to add about what's happening for you and what's aligning for you. Autumn, harvest and sow. Yes, that is where you are headed. Believe, do not give up. Next is dandelion, persist in pursuits. Yep, you will have success. The best is yet to come for you. I feel that so, so strongly. All right, let's pull you some advice. The one that jumped out, light. Look to the space between the trees for the answers. Seek it in your soul. connect with this spirit guide that is on board to see this whole process through with you. And opportunities unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. You've got to trust in the magic of the universe, and that out of no way, a way will be made. You have Archangel Michael coming in strong. You have this spirit guide walking with you. It's a big time of awakening, seeing the truth of people, situations, as well as yourself, so you can have this beautiful transformation, move into the butterfly, move into new energy and experiences. So what a lovely reading for you guys. Those are your messages with the animal runes. I am sending each and every one of you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello everybody, and welcome to your reading for the bone runes to see what spirit and the universe are conspiring to align for you over the next 3 months. We're going to start with the bone runes to get a basis of the message of this reading. Let's see. All right, we need one more. All right there. Okay, so I'm going to get them set up first so I can kind of see what is going on here. Okay, this is really good. You got some good runes. All right. So, there's a major shift and breakthrough coming, a period of prosperity that you will be heading into. And this is the energy that's starting the reading, okay? So you are definitely moving into a period of prosperity. And you've got to really keep your I'm sorry. I look off over here, like, because I'm looking at the rune and I don't realize I gotta remember the camera is what's most important, not me and what I see. Anyways, this is where we've got to cleanse, we've got to rejuvenate, and really just accept things as they move, you know, and happen, because this next, what follows, is all about, you know, growth and strength and really coming into your own after a lot of painful changes and different challenges have happened for you. So up here, this first set of runes is beautiful. Like, you're having a breakthrough, which is leading you into a period of prosperity. And there's a cleanse and a purge that happens mid-process. And then you come into all this growth and wisdom and understanding about where you've been. Okay, and this is partnership right here. This is energy that involves another person. So this could be you in a romantic partnership, this could be you and a family member, or this could be your relationship with the divine, all right? This is a major breakthrough of understanding in a partnership, you involved with another energy, and through this breakthrough you move into a period of prosperity. And you know, this is all about really keeping your emotions in check and not letting your emotions get the best of you. There's a lot of spiritual growth that's taking place. So right here, as you're watching this reading in the month that follows, major breakthrough taking place between you and another person, or between you and your relationship with spirit, with the universe at large. And where that leads is where we have to do some major shifts and changes and decide about a few things. And there's a purge, but it's a cleanse that needs to happen. And it's like, don't lose your cool. It's very spiritual and you are protected. And then, you know, lastly, coming out here, you know, the purge that leads to the growth of change. Really pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the signals that are all around you, especially as you move into that 3rd month, because I feel it's like, okay, the breakthrough starts and you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's where, you know, changes are made, and then you move into this place of ultimate prosperity and contentment, where you can look back upon your past, the last year, the last 2 years, and you find yourself very grateful for where you're at right now today and all that you've learned and grown into. So you are in a major process of change and transformation. And I have to say, I've seen that through each set of the runes. It's a little different message with each set, but you know, those of you who are attracted to this reading, it's because you are about to go through a major change and transformation in your life, and it ultimately leads to your highest good. Really make sure that you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, repeating numbers, repeating animal that keeps showing up. Dig for the deeper spiritual message behind all of that. But everything that you've been going through, you're about to understand why, and finally come into the reward and prosperity of all that work that you have been doing. So let's pull some tarot and go a little bit deeper. Justice, yes, I love that. This is coming out under the breakthrough and the partnership. It's time, it's karmic. A lot of karma has been resolved for you, so certain things need to fall away and other things grow ever stronger, and there's beautiful new energy that also comes in. Now we have the Chariot, so the changes, the purge, the cleanse is leading to your ultimate victory. Some of you could be a Libra or a Cancer, or this could involve a Libra or a Cancer. And now look at this, we have the High Priestess. So 3 major arcanas. This could potentially be a Pisces. I just have to say with this is you've been going through a lot of like soul life lesson journey. And this could have been going on, you know, just for the last several months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, even like 5 years, okay? And now you're at the end of this big cycle. And through that process, you have this major breakthrough within yourself, as well as in some situation, relationship in your life. And it's karma. And when I say karma, this is like what's meant to be. This is attached to soul contracts as well. And you've done your part, and you've grown, and you've evolved. And then you move over here into this place of victory, and you know the changes that you have to make, and the different things that must change, where we need to cleanse and purge, and you do it, and it leads you towards your victory. And like I said, by the time you get to the end of the 3rd month of this process, here you are with the High Priestess, where you realize everything that you've gone through has only made you better, stronger, and set you up for things that you didn't imagine way back when, but you are grateful for what's happened. And with the High Priestess and you know, paying attention to the signs and synchronicities, big emphasis of that message as you get into the 3rd month. Some of you through this process, you may be having some awakening or activation to your 3rd eye chakra, as well as your intuition, and you're just very in sync, very much in alignment and flow with the universe by the time you get into this 3rd month, and you feel like grateful, like you wouldn't change a thing. All right, now we have the 3 of Swords under this justice and, you know, the breakthrough and the partnership. So you have really been in the struggle with somebody with the 3 of Swords, like just not understanding, fighting, and, you know, this breakthrough, the outcome of that is different for each of you. You're all on different journeys, and so the breakthrough is different for each of you, but you're moving beyond it. Whatever it is, it's for the positive for you, okay? And others of you, this is your relationship with spirit and the universe, and just being very hurt and unsettled and unhappy with how certain things have unfolded for you, not understanding why, and the breakthrough is coming in. You're going to have those answers. Now we have the Hermit is sitting on top of this chariot, and or sitting beneath this chariot, and again, that's you and your wisdom, and this has been quite the journey. Some of you, this could even involve dark night of the soul, where it's just like one thing after another, and everything, it falls away and crumbles beneath you, and then it's because you're being set up for a whole new journey. You're ending a major soul cycle here, and so you've only grown wiser and stronger, more resourceful, and quite evolved through this journey. And there's good karma coming in for you now. And look at that, Judgment over here with the High Priestess. So out of all of your tarot cards so far, you have 5 major arcanas. 1 3 of Swords, just to talk about the emotion here. This is major for you. This is like a huge completion at the soul. And with Justice and Judgment both showing up, you have achieved more than you know. And, you know, as we're here physically embodied, it's really easy to get distracted with the physicality of things, you know, because that's what you can see and touch and smell and taste and understand. And you lose sight of what's happening, you know, in the spirit, in your spirit, the evolution and the growth you receive through every step of your journey. And you're going to understand that in such a powerful way as you move through this process. And again, you have balanced a lot of karma. You have completed a lot of karmic contracts that you signed up for this lifetime. You're done with that. It's time for a whole new adventure, to go to a whole new level for you. All right, coming into the reading, we have the Ace of Cups. There's that new energy that is meant for you. And as you move out of the reading, we have the Nine of Rods, and this is talking about all of the evolution that you have achieved and how strong and wise and brave and resourceful you are and you have become through this process, through this journey. So, you know, those of you that are watching this right now, you're feeling weary, you're feeling really uncertain about your path, which has caused discord between you and the universe, or you're very uncertain about a certain connection in your life. There is great healing coming into this. There's a major breakthrough that's going to happen. And, you know, I do feel with the Ace of Cups and the partnership coming in, there's some new connections that are coming into your life as well that are the next step of your journey. These are new, I don't want to call them karmic contracts. They don't feel like that. These are more like soulmates, you know, that you guys signed up to learn and evolve with each other. And some of these are just very supportive and loving soulmate connection sort of contracts. Oh, and look at, we had a candle go out. Yes, I love that. It's so synchronistic. So synchronistic. There is this old paradigm, this old version of you that's falling away. And there are certain relationships that I feel are fading away, but there are others that are going to become even stronger, and you guys are going to understand each other much better than you have. There's this major breakthrough here in a very specific relationship with the Ace of Cups. There's new relationships coming in for you. So you are blessed. You have done so much soul work. Oh my gosh. And now you are transforming into that energy, going into a whole new cycle of this life journey, which is going to bring all kinds of new experiences, opportunities, relationships, connections, things that you can't even think about in this moment are going to show up in your life. And you have done the work. You know, 5 major arcanas. This is not fleeting energy. This is anchored energy, where you create a solid foundation and you go up the next level. I love it. All right, let's pull some more cards and look at past, present, and future energies. In the past, we're coming through a celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. So you have had some victories and some successes in, you know, the past through this journey. As hard and challenging as this journey may be for some of you, there has been some reasons and causes for celebration. But, you know, this major breakthrough, this big shift going into the next cycle of your journey, oh, it's just a whole new world. Here we are in the present imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. Yes, because where you are headed is a place that you have never been before. And where is that? It's beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. That is so beautiful. Love is returning to your relationship. That's for those of you that have this major breakthrough. Others of you, there's new love coming in through romance, through friendship, through soul connection and companionship, okay? You will not be alone. You are loved. And you see the butterflies there? You are transforming into a whole new cycle of this life journey. And there you are as the butterfly. The candle went out. The old must fade away so you can come into the new energy. All right, let's pull a couple more cards. Oh, okay. I was only going to pull 2, but you guys get 5. What do we have? Honesty. Honesty will ultimately be rewarded. So those of you sticking and being true to yourself against the grain, against heavy circumstances, you will be rewarded for that, okay? Sometimes, you know, I've been in that situation where I've been very honest and true and pure and felt like I just got like socked in the face and knocked on my butt, and it's very confusing. Move down the road a little bit, realized it was a major life lesson. I've grown stronger. You will too. So always be honest. Never conform to others, even if you are completely against the grain. All right? Be true to you. Openings. A new door is opening for you. Yes, do you see that? You're stepping into a whole new paradigm. Next is the silence. Be still, for all the answers lie in the silence. So there is no confusion that is going to be within you 3 months from now about everything you've been going through, okay? The answers are definitely forthcoming. Next out is prosperity. Yes, prosperity in relationships especially, but in other areas of your life for sure. This is a general reading. Prosperity is flowing towards you, so be open to receiving it. Remember, you've completed a lot of karmic contracts. It's time for the reward to come in for you. And now we have Mother Mary. Mother Mary and the unicorns are blessing you. They're blessing you. They're healing you. They're bringing you answers and clarity, wanting you to know a major shift happening in your life. So you just keep moving forward, especially around relationships. Okay, let's pull you some advice. Sleep. Underneath the nighttime skies, fairies sing you lullabies. You need to rest your mind, your heart, your soul, your body, and make sure that you're taking very good care of yourself through this process. As the old paradigm tears down, the breakthrough happens, and you become anew. Next is peace. Friends and family and those who care, peace is yours today to share. So here it is, talking about how there's relationships that are going to, you know, overcome and become much stronger, and there's new relationships that are going to come in to your life that are soul companions. Okay, and look at that candle just went out. Oh my goodness, what falls away will return to you in a brand new form. And I feel like because 2 candles went out, some of you have lost some things that were very near and dear to your heart through this journey, and that energy is going to return to you over the next 3 months through this process. Okay, so those are your messages. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Take care.